The heavy-duty truck market has always been a battlefield. Ford, Ram, and Chevrolet have fought tooth and nail for decades, competing in horsepower wars, torque wars, towing bragging rights, and advanced technology. Now, as the automotive world shifts toward electrification, General Motors is making it clear they aren't backing down from their roots. For 2026, GM has unveiled a new monster Duramax diesel engine for the Chevy Silverado 2500. This is not just an incremental upgrade, it's a major step forward that could shake the heavy-duty segment to its core. In this video, we'll dive deep into the details of the new Duramax, explore how it reshapes the Silverado 2500 lineup, and bring in insights from industry experts to understand its long-term impact. Buckle up, because GM just raised the bar. The legacy of Duramax, why this engine matters. Before getting into the new 2026 engine, it's worth remembering just how important Duramax diesel power plants have been to Chevrolet and GMC trucks. Introduced in 2001 as a joint venture between GM and Isuzu, Duramax quickly built a reputation for durability, torque, and performance. Over the past 2 decades, the engine family has powered millions of Silverado HD and Sierra HD trucks, gaining loyalty among contractors, farmers, and RV haulers alike. The diesel wars of the 2000s and 2010s pushed each automaker to new limits. Ford's Powerstroke and Ram's Cummins engines each made bold moves, but GM stayed competitive with constant refinements. By 2024, the Duramax 6.6-liter V8 was making 470 horsepower and 975 pound-feet of torque, keeping it in the fight. Now GM is rewriting the rules once again. The 2026 Duramax brings a host of engineering breakthroughs, aiming not only for raw numbers, but also efficiency, durability, and smarter performance. What we know about the 2026 Duramax diesel. The 2026 Chevy Silverado 2500 will debut a heavily revised version of the 6.6-liter Duramax V8. While GM hasn't revealed every detail yet, sources inside the company confirmed key highlights. Power output estimated at 500 horsepower and over 1,050 pound-feet of torque. This would mark the first time a GM heavy-duty truck crosses the 500 horsepower threshold. Stronger block and internals, reinforced iron block construction, redesigned cylinder heads, and stronger pistons to withstand higher pressures. Turbocharger upgrade. A larger, more efficient variable geometry turbo promises quicker spool-up and sustained boost under heavy loads. Fuel system enhancements. A next-gen high-pressure common rail injection system delivers more precise fuel control, improving both power and emissions compliance. Cooling system. Revised cooling pathways, larger radiators, and an advanced oiling system mean less heat soak during long towing hauls. Transmission pairing, still expected to be matched with the Allison 10-speed automatic, which has proven nearly bulletproof in heavy-duty use. Together, these changes don't just deliver bragging rights, they ensure the Silverado HD remains a reliable workhorse for years to come. Why push diesel forward in 2026? Some might ask, why invest in diesel when the industry is pivoting to EVs and hybrids? According to GM engineers, the answer is simple: demand. Heavy-duty truck buyers are not the same as compact EV buyers. Farmers pulling 20,000-pound trailers, oilfield workers, and construction crews need massive torque, long range, and proven reliability. While GM is developing electric pickups like the Silverado EV, there's a recognition that battery limitations, weight, charging infrastructure, towing range, still make diesel the best solution for commercial and rural use cases. In fact, industry experts believe diesel engines will remain dominant in the HD truck sector well into the 2030s. John McElroy, host of Autoline Daily, notes, EVs are not yet ready to take over the heavy-duty market. GM knows their Silverado 2500 and 3500 customers depend on diesel. By pushing Duramax into 500 horsepower territory, they're sending a clear message: this segment isn't going anywhere. Performance, more than just numbers. Towing capacity. The Silverado 2500 with the 2026 Duramax is expected to push towing capacity well past 23,000 pounds for conventional trailers, with fifth wheel and gooseneck ratings even higher. This places it in direct competition with the Ford Super Duty and Ram HD, both of which already boast 37,000+ max ratings on their 3500 series. For most Silverado 2500 buyers, however, the real appeal will be effortless towing of heavy loads without straining the engine. Acceleration and highway power. Despite being a heavy-duty truck, the new Duramax reportedly allows the Silverado 2500 to accelerate to 60 miles per hour in the low 6-second range when unloaded. That's sports sedan territory for a truck weighing over 7,000 pounds. On the highway, abundant passing power will make towing through mountain passes a breeze. Efficiency improvements. Even with more power, GM claims that efficiency has improved slightly. Expect EPA estimates to hover around 17 to 19 mpg highway unloaded, though towing mileage will still drop significantly. That's the trade-off every HD diesel owner accepts. But the new Duramax's efficiency gains could add hundreds of miles between fuel stops on long hauls. Design updates for the 2026 Silverado 2500. Of course, a monster engine deserves a refreshed truck around it. GM has confirmed that the 2026 Silverado HD lineup will feature a mild design update, including a bolder front grille with improved airflow, optional LED projector headlights with adaptive beam control, updated interior tech, including the latest version of GM's Li-Fi software platform and a massive 15-inch infotainment display. New trailering technologies like augmented reality backup cameras, automatic trailer hitch assist, and improved trailer sway control. In short, the truck is becoming smarter, more comfortable, and more capable, all without losing the rugged edge Silverado HD buyers expect. Expert insights, industry voices weigh in. To understand the significance of this new Duramax, we spoke with several truck experts and analysts. Mike Spagnola, CEO of SEMA. Heavy-duty trucks are the backbone of American work culture. GM's new diesel isn't just about power, it's about confidence. When you're hauling 15 tons of equipment, you don't want to wonder if your truck can handle it. This new Duramax looks like it will deliver that confidence. Dave Sullivan, Auto Pacific analyst. Diesel still matters, and GM knows it. By hitting 500 horsepower, they've given Silverado a psychological edge. Numbers sell trucks, and Ford and Ram won't sit quietly. Expect a response. Mechanics view. The big story isn't just horsepower, it's durability. GM has overhauled the internals to handle insane pressure. That means less risk of failures under heavy towing. It feels like they've learned from customer feedback and built something stronger than ever. The competition. Ford and Ram won't stay quiet. With GM pushing the Duramax into monster territory, it's only a matter of time before rivals respond. Ford's Powerstroke 6.7 HO currently tops out at 500 horsepower and 1,1200 pound-feet, while Ram's Cummins HO is still a torque king, hitting 1,075 pound-feet in its 670-liter inline-six configuration. GM's move is both offensive and defensive. On one hand, they're ensuring Silverado doesn't fall behind in the spec sheet wars. On the other, they're setting the stage for a new round of competition where reliability, refinement, and technology might matter more than raw numbers. As Carl Brower, executive analyst at IC Cars, puts it, we're seeing diminishing returns with horsepower and torque. What matters now is how usable that power is. Smooth towing, consistent cooling, and long-term durability. GM's Duramax update seems to be aimed at excelling in those areas. The future of diesel, a balancing act. It's impossible to discuss this new Duramax without considering the elephant in the room: emissions regulations. States like California are pushing stricter diesel restrictions, and the federal government has its eyes on reducing heavy-duty emissions across the board. GM's engineers have designed the 2026 Duramax with next-gen emissions controls, including advanced SCR, selective catalytic reduction systems, particulate filters, and cleaner combustion strategies. While some enthusiasts worry this makes engines more complex, GM insists reliability won't be compromised. According to internal sources, durability testing included hundreds of thousands of simulated towing miles in extreme conditions, from Arizona deserts to Alaska winters. That's the kind of reassurance diesel loyalists demand. What this means for Silverado buyers. So if you're a buyer in the market for a 2026 Silverado 2500, what does the new Duramax mean for you? Simply put, peace of mind, and power on demand. Contractors can haul heavy machinery without worrying about power loss. RV enthusiasts can tow fifth wheels across the Rockies without overheating. Farmers can run their trucks hard day after day without worrying about breakdowns. And because GM continues to refine interior comfort and technology, Silverado HD trucks are becoming more livable daily drivers than ever before. Final thoughts? A game changer? The 2026 Duramax diesel is not just another incremental update. It's a statement. In an era where automakers are chasing EV headlines, GM is showing loyalty to the truck customers who made Silverado a household name. By crossing the 500 horsepower threshold and reinforcing durability, the new engine makes the Silverado 2500 one of the most formidable heavy-duty trucks on the market. Of course, the battle is far from over. Ford and Ram will respond. The diesel wars will heat up again. But for now, GM has put down a marker, and it looks like Silverado loyalists are going to love what's coming.